Yo, gang.
Listen, man. I know things have been tough, okay? And I know the pressures of being a man in this world.
Shut the fuck.
Look around the universe. Round is a thing.
Unless, of course, you are how shall we say, an alternate thinker. Someone who likes to embrace the unusual.
Something
with flat. Yeah, you like discs. You believe in discs.
Bro.
When I use the word,
Bro, low key, bro. Flat earthers baffle me, bro. They baffle me. Like, what's your justification? Like, I understand not wanting to believe everything they tell you and whatnot. So you just walk around thinking that the earth is flat? Bro, if the earth was flat, wouldn't we be able to see everything in the distance? Tico, shut up, bro. What you back there talking for, bro? You just want a spot in the video, bro. They just want attention. But like, being a flat earther is nuts. They be ready to die on that hill too. But really, they be ready to die on that hill, but they committing suicide. Cause I'm not finna argue with no flat earther, but you believe what you can want to believe, but I'm gonna just lose more hope in humanity after the argument if I do. Cause I probably won't win. Like, you can't teach these niggas fact. Bruh. If the earth was proven to be flat, I would Uso splash my gaming chair.
round, I'm referring to basically something that's spherical.
Right.
Okay?
Update
Because technically a circle is round.
Yes.
But if you say circle, it's a circle. There are no circles in the universe.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Everything
They're
else is shape.
spheres.
They're three-dimensional.
Three-dimensional.
Right.
Even a black hole isn't a circle.
Yeah, that's right. It's spherical.
That's right.
But the point is, in the universe, forces conspire to make round things.
Nice.
So, let's start with soap bubbles.
I mean, when we're talking about the universe, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, that's
I do like bubbles. That is true. Bubbles are pretty cool.
Triangular soap bubble. Never. Okay? No.
I'm sad now. I'm very sad because I've never seen a triangular soap.
Yo, flats or drums, chat. Personally, drums all day. Bro, if you don't stop moaning, bro. Bro's just back there moaning up a storm.
Bubble or cube. And now I want to see both of those so bad I don't know what to do.
In a soap bubble, you have this film.
Right.
He thinks he's so funny.
Wants to be as small as possible.
Okay.
Now, if there's any part of the film that's sticking out, it says to itself, I can make it smaller than that. So all parts of the film want to make the whole structure as small as possible.
Okay.
And there's only one shape that accommodates that, and that's a sphere. Now, here's what's interesting. For a given amount of material, surface, the shape that contains the largest volume is a sphere.
Okay. Got you. I see what
It's
you're
an
saying.
interesting fact. Okay?
Okay.
So if you have a nice spherical fruit, okay?
I'm hungry now.
If you make that any other shape,
Right.
it's going to bust out the side.
I know that because
You not normal if you get hungry when a nigga says, imagine a nice spherical fruit. You're getting hungry off of that? Bro, he just told you to imagine a spherical fruit. Bro, I'm sorry. That's too much work to be making me hungry. It just wouldn't make me hungry, bro. I'm sorry. Like, it's not doing it. It's not doing that. Dang it. Get out of my room. Doing all that moaning. Huh? Come on, slow. Oh, good. I'm trying to stream and he just back there moaning. Now I got the Moan Star Ranger out my room.
I have stepped on many oranges.
Why doesn't the orange just no?
What did he just say? See, I forgot. But he just like he stepped on oranges.
I'm hungry now.
If you make that any other shape,
Right.
it's going to bust out the side.
I know that because I have stepped on many oranges.
Why doesn't the orange just No.
It's right out the side.
Right out the side.
Exactly.
Okay. This thing with spheres, what it also does is brings the material inside of it as close to itself as it can possibly be.
Nice.
Once you start flattening it out, the parts that are farther away from other parts than they would otherwise be if it was in a sphere. Okay. By the way,
Right.
have you ever seen a cold pigeon?
I don't think I've ever seen a warm pigeon. So I'm not.
You don't know the
I don't even know what the difference is.
Okay, he said he didn't know what the difference is. If you've never seen a pigeon, bro, what's going on, bro? Like, I've seen many a pigeons in my lifetime. I've seen many a pigeon-looking niggas in my lifetime.
If you look at birds in general,
Right.
they're warm-blooded.
Yes.
How do they stay warm? The bird
I keep probably
gets
hitting
as
it.
round as it possibly can.
There we go.
Take a look.
That's right.
Pigeon in the cold. It is round.
They puff up.
They puff up and they're
Round as they
round.
can, yes.
And that way there are no extremities at risk.
Bro, see, now he's just blindly agreeing with him. All right, I hate to be that guy. But he low-key just glazes everything Neil deGrasse Tyson says, and he takes everything as biblical fact. I would say he takes it religiously. Like, bro, you just said you didn't know anything about pigeons. You said you couldn't tell the difference. And now you're sitting there, oh, yeah, totally, bro. I knew that. I could tell, bro. They do puff up, yeah. I don't know. I'm really just hating.
They've reduced how flat or extended they would otherwise be. So even cold pigeons want to be round
Nice.
for thermodynamic reasons.
Yeah. Cold pigeon sounds like the worst hood liquor that you
Try my Old Spice. You can use it on your pit's chest and even your.
What is Shang-Chi doing in an Old Spice commercial, first of all? Second of all, what I forgot. I genuinely just forgot the stupidity this nigga said because I was distracted by Shang-Chi. Dang it.
toes. It's like, what you drinking?
Cold duck?
Oh, that's the stupidity that nigga said.
Nice.
For thermodynamic reasons.
Yeah. Cold pigeon sounds like the worst hood liquor that
Cold
you
pigeon.
It's like,
Only Neil deGrasse Tyson would laugh at that joke. And he's laughing, probably to be nice.
what you drinking?
Cold duck?
Yeah, where's the cold duck?
Cold pigeon.
Oh man, I can't afford cold duck. You must be rich. I'm drinking cold pigeon.
If you gather
If anything, cold pigeon sounds like a metal band or something. This nigga said a hood liquor. Bro, get out of my face, bro. Nigga, you're sitting in the same room with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Nothing about you is hood. What are you speaking on? Come on.
Matter together in the universe, you can say, well, which shape will it take? Well, if it's rock, the rock is happy being a rock. Okay. Most asteroids just look like rocks. True.
Like you could argue and say, okay, maybe he grew up in the hood, bro. At a certain point, you're not a hood nigga anymore. Like they say, oh, you can take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. Okay, so you still have hood tendencies. That doesn't make you a hood nigga. So you still have the hood in you, or whatever that means. That doesn't mean you're a hood nigga. I'm sorry.
Some of them may be Idaho potatoes, but they're not spherical. Right. Because they don't have enough gravity to overcome the rock. Right. The structural integrity of the rock is what's determining the gravity of all the material overcomes whatever the rock wants to do by itself. And the high places, the material will fall into the low places, and this will continue until basically you have a sphere on your hands. Look at that. So, one of the criteria for the definition of a planet is it big enough to be a sphere? Right. Pluto satisfies that criteria. Uh-oh, watch out. But I have to make a retraction. No, there are other rules. Pluto fails, but it satisfies that one. Of being round. Being round. It has enough mass.
Neil deGrasse Tyson mentions how Pluto has a characteristic of a planet. And this nigga says, uh-oh, might have to make a retraction. Even if it was a joke, there is truth in some jokes. And the truth is, this nigga will take anything Neil deGrasse Tyson says and take it as a fact. I'm pretty sure Neil deGrasse Tyson could tell this nigga to kill his mom and he'll do it. Yes, my savior. My savior of science. Bro, come on now. Stop blazing this, man. Get that nigga dick out your mouth right now. I see it. Come on now.
For to structurally, because this is gravity at work. Gravity says, everybody come to the center. And there's only one shape that can get the most number of people as close to the center as they can possibly be, and that's a sphere. A sphere. Right, exactly. Pluto's moon is even a sphere. Wow. Sharon.
Pluto has a moon?
The sun. It's got badass gravity. Yes. And it's got gas. Yes. It's holding on to its gas.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
The sun generally holds its gas. Yes. Occasionally there are effluences, which we call solar flares. Yes. Okay? Exactly. All right. So, the gas, it's trying to get to the center of the sun too. Everybody's trying to get to the center of the gravity. The shape that results from that is a sphere. Okay. Period. That's it. That's all it is. All right. And this persists for every star, for every planet, for large non-planets like Pluto. Pluto got demoted with this new rule, but there's an asteroid that got promoted.
Celestial dwarfs. That's what they're called. He's talking about large non-planets. Celestial dwarfs. He forgot the word. I know. It's Neil deGrasse Tyson. But any opportunity to hate, I will take.
Ceres, the largest asteroid. Okay. Named for the goddess of harvest. Okay. Ceres.
Ordinary dish soaps can leave invisible grease behind. Only Dawn Platinum removes 99%
Dang.
of grease.
Dang.
was the only spherical asteroid. So it satisfied the sphere criterion, but it didn't satisfy the other two. So it graduated to dwarf planet. Oh, look at that. He got demoted, others got promoted, and now they got a new family. Dwarf planet. Okay, so now, the laws of surface tension help us create soap bubbles. Right. It's also what beads up.
Oh, they what these niggas were talking about.
Car. Right. It wants to be a sphere. Right. So bad. And every part that's not touching the car is round. All right. Exactly. All right. If you dripped liquid in 0 G, right, surface tension pop that into a sphere right away, straight away. Yeah. There's a scene in Star Trek. I know what you're talking about, where they shoot. They shoot the Klingons in the room, and there's 0 G because they turned off the artificial gravity in the ship, and the blood spews out all in big droplet forms.
Bro, why is he trying to? Bro, why is he trying to explain stuff over Neil deGrasse Tyson? Just let him speak, bro. Like, y'all niggas need to learn to talk one at a time. Y'all do a podcast together. Y'all can do better than that, bro. Come on now.
And people after that said, that's weird. They must have weird blood. No, your blood would do that too. Right. In 0 G. Right. But in 1 G, the blood goes down and drops on the ground. Right. Okay? Now, in 0 G, you can make an arbitrarily large blob of liquid unless you bring it into any kind of G at all. And then the gravity overcomes the surface tension and it flattens out. That's why you can't just haul a blob of water out of the ocean and put it in a display case as a sphere. Right. Earth's gravity overcomes that. Right. It's a contest of forces.
Chat, so hypothetically, I'm pretty sure the only way I'd ever be able to go to space at this point is if I somehow got super rich, or it's like somehow like I became a politician, right? A big enough politician. And I was like, I want to get really involved in the space program, right? And then I go to outer space, right? Or I could join the Space Force. That's another option, right? I don't. Right? And if I did any of those things, hypothetically, I could go outer space. Yo, it's one of my biggest dreams. It's one of my biggest dreams ever to have floaty SpaceX. I repeat, it's one of my biggest dreams ever to have floaty SpaceX. Anyway, on with the video.
All times. Earth's gravity overcomes the rocks. The sun's gravity overcomes the gas. Everybody gets a sphere out of this. So, in the universe, you have exceptions to this when you have rapidly rotating objects. Okay. Guess what happens to them? They flatten out. They flatten out. Mm-hmm. Saturn rotates once every something like 10 hours. Wow. Saturn is big and it rotates twice as fast as we do. My boy's flattened. Yes. 10% flattened. It's 10% shorter pole to pole than side to side. Wow. Next time you look at a photo, check that out. You can notice it easily right with your eyes. Okay.
Huh?
How about the
I can notice it with my eyes.
flattened? It's 10% shorter.
Bro, I can notice it with my eyes. What? Yo, I can notice it with my eyes. You just gotta look. Like, you just gotta look for real. You feel me? Like, it's like a little less circular on that side. But you know, the Earth is like a little bit of an oval too. Apparently, or something like that. I heard.
Pole to pole, then side to side. Wow. Next time you look at a photo, check that out. You can notice it easily right with your eyes. Okay.
How about the rings? Are the rings rotating at the same rate as the planet?
No,
they're rotating in the planet independently.
According to their own orbital physics.
One of them has orbital physics.
So why aren't they a sphere? Well, when the moon formed, because we got slammed by a protoplanet in the early universe, early solar system, we had a ring of debris. Mm-hmm. But some debris was a little larger than other debris.
What cleans this best? Tide.
Bro, what's with all these ads, bro? Come on.
How's the cleaning power when you switch to Tide? Staying connected when you're busy.
Chat, it's like an 11-minute video with 17 ads. This is literally like the 5th one. What's going on right now?
It's easy. It's all in the snacks.
Which means it had a little bit more gravity than the other. You get a little extra tough. Now you have even more gravity. Come to me.
One of us.
And so this is a runaway process.
Right.
So the ring coalesces to become our moon itself.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, and so you get the sphere ultimately.
Right.
And one of the saddest moments in my professional life was reading a research paper on the.
I low-key just accidentally ate that pizza backwards. Not even low-key. I don't even know how I did that just now. But I swear it was just a complete accident. I just ate the pizza backwards. I know I was wrong. I know that I messed up. And I don't know what I could do to make up for it. But I will spend the rest of my natural life trying to make it up to you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Dynamics, the orbital dynamics of the particles in Saturn's rings, and they said it's a temporary phenomenon.
Oh,
that was sad.
That is. That means Saturn's going to lose its ring.
Yes, and that it probably didn't have its rings 10 million years ago, which meant the dinosaurs, if they had telescopes and looked at the...
Neil deGrasse Tyson. In no way, shape, or form is that sad. The human race will be dead before Saturn loses its rings. I guarantee it. Not because we don't live longer or something. It's because space anomalies all happen millions and millions of years into the future. It's gonna be like at least 5 million years before that happens or something like that. At least it's gonna be nuts. Now, if I unpause this video and he says something like we could be seeing Saturn's ring disappearing in the next within my lifetime, I'm going to spear my gaming chair.
Saturn, they would have no rings. Look at that. That's sad.
That was sad.
That's sad. So I wrote a whole essay 25 years ago called On Being Round.
On Being Round.
I think it's online too. Just
nice.
On Being Round and Tyson. So, search DeGrasse, just in case Mike Tyson did something round.
Nice.
Or you just heard this, so you don't even need to.
Exactly.
It's a 2,000-word essay.
Right. And for all of you disc lovers, you flat disc lovers, there you go. This is why, what you believe is stupid.
Yeah. So, and our galaxy is very flat.
Right.
Okay, when it formed.
Right.
Bro can't even pick on flat earthers and make it funny. Like, how do you fail at that? How do you fail at? He's talking about you supreme disc lovers. How do you fail at picking on flat earthers? Come on now. Do better. Do better. Person who hangs out with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Material falling from the top and the bottom was gaseous. It stuck together in the midplane and then formed stars there.
Right.
Because gas clouds they stick together like hot marshmallows touching in midair.
Yeah.
So whenever you find something that's not a sphere, there's a fascinating reason why that's the case. But the natural state of universes and black holes. There's non-rotating black holes. It's weird. If you want to rotate it, it will flatten out, as rotating things do, and you'll get like a torus or a donut. So rapidly rotating black holes are actually donuts, which are still kind of round.
Yeah, exactly.
In their own right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, dude.
That was fun.
Okay.
On being round.
Being round. Yet another explainer. Let's talk about
Lore and gaming go together hand in hand. There's something about having a good story or history tied to it.
Sure, let's do this.
Listen, man, I know things have been tough, okay? And I know the pressures of being a man in this world, trying to have everything figured out. But listen, did you know that they have this new 988 confidential calling and texting system? Listen, they deal with anxieties of life, they deal with mental health issues, heck, they even deal with addiction. I really think you should check it out.
This
Fuck
episode of Salmonella Academy is brought to you by Skillshare.
So, bro's just going around here spreading salmonella. Salmonella? Yeah.
Hey kid. Yeah, you. I just got off the phone with the big man upstairs. And he told me that I need to clear a few things up around here. So without further ado, here's 10 pieces of malarkey that you might still be spreading. Number 1, nobody was ever burned to death at the Salem witch trials. Of the accused, 15 died in prison, 19 were hanged, and 1 was squished to death. That last one is way more interesting than any cremation, by the way. Dude was a badass. His name was Giles Corey. He was 81 years old and so done with the town of Salem's garbage that he wouldn't even dignify the trial with a plea. So the town stuck in between 2 boards and stacked rocks on top of him in an effort to draw out a confession. But every time they tried to get something out of him, all he would say was, "More weight." This went on for 3 solid days until he finally died, never giving any indication as to whether or not he was a witch. One can only wonder. Number 2, the OG Buddha wasn't the
Bro, I'm gonna go ahead and shut that down right there. I've played the Little Hope game. Just imagining what that looks like. Bro said more weight. Bro's a freakazoid. He was definitely a witch. Definitely a witch. Definitely, for sure. I would have burned him at the stake too.
Beast guy. That's Budai, a Chinese folk character meant to represent Maitreya, aka future Buddha. Now this shirt is double sad. Number 3, Buddha wasn't a god either. He was just a guy named Gautama. Now this shirt is triple sad. Number 4, ever heard of a vomitorium? Turns out no, it's not a place where Roman nobles would go to make room for more
What is this dude? What is this dude doing?
pheasant spleen and lobster island.
Like, he's just whatever. I don't care.
It's just a big entranceway to the Colosseums that hordes of peasants would spew out of. Number 5, Washington never cut down a cherry tree in his youth. I don't get this one at all. Apparently it's supposed to paint the man in a good light somehow. It's like, Tyler, what the hell happened while we were gone? Where's the tree in the front yard? Oh yeah, that was me. Got bored. Just felt like vandalizing something, you know? Hey, what about my honest character? Number 6, the pyramids weren't actually built by slaves. These workers were respected members of society. They ate meat and worked in 3-month shifts, and even got to be...
I actually knew that.
buried right next to the tomb after their death. Matter of fact, that's more than we can say...
I forgot, but I knew it.
for the people working on man's greatest achievements today. If I spent years of my life helping to build the space station, you're damn right I'd want the Salmonella Memorial Corpse Receptacle floating along right next to it.
See, there you go. It's trying to get salmonella in space. Like, dude, isn't that like a disease or something that you can get from lizards and chickens? Woo! That was some good food. That was some good food. Oh my God. What? No.
Amazing. Number 7. The Great Wall of China is not the only man-made object visible from space. I don't know where you dipshits got this one from. First of all, there's no way you could see it with the unaided eye. The wall is like 30 meters thick at most, while the distance to outer space is generally recognized to be 100 kilometers up, known as the Kármán line. To give some perspective, that's like me holding up a standard-sized guitar pick from across the entire length of a football field and asking you what color it is. Also, there are plenty of man-made objects that are way bigger in terms of local surface area than the Great Wall, so even if it was visible, there's no way it would be the only one. Number 8, you might have heard this one before. You know, Hitler was a jerk and all, but hey, he made the Autobahn, so at least he was efficient. Actually, Hitler didn't create the Autobahn. It was already there. He just helped expand it into newer territory. In a similar vein, Mussolini didn't make the trains run on time, with most of Italy's infrastructure repairs happening before his rise to power in 1922, and even then they weren't nearly as punctual as he'd like you to believe. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to find something else to like about these fascists, like Hitler's elegant way of speaking, or the way Mussolini says spaghetti.
Bro, y'all know Hitler was a tweaker, right? Like totally. Like bro was on that stuff. Bro had to sustain a diet of cocaine and opioids. And y'all following this man? Bro, it's a video of bro doing a crackhead lean, bro. Like, no. Why would y'all follow this man? Y'all some goofballs. That man, wasn't he castrated or something? Like, y'all following a man with no nuts. Bro had no balls. Tiny balls. Bro did give off energy, bro. Like, what are you killing a whole race of people for? Hey, that's that LDE. That's that LDE. That's LDE if I ain't seen it myself.
Number 9. Iron Maidens weren't actual torture devices used in medieval times. Basically what happened is some archaeologists in the 1800s saw an old metal coffin and some spikes and said, yo, wouldn't it be wildin' if we put these things up in here so that way if someone goes in it they get poked in their bits? You are a sick man, Cornelius. I like it. Into the museum it goes. At least Iron Maiden was real. They were as real as it gets. Still are. Don't you forget it. Number 10. Einstein never failed math. He had mastered both integral and differential calculus by the age of 15.
Bro, I never believed that personally. And also, I never was bad at math. before I went to pursue my career of not being indoctrinated in American schools, uh, I didn't believe that. I was basically an all A student, uh, and I knew anyone that said Einstein was failing math was full of shit. And it was an attempt to make the other kids feel better, but I'd be looking at them like, I remember arguing with my math teacher in the third or fourth grade because she wouldn't let me not freaking not. They used to always want you to show your work. I don't care about showing work. It was done in my head. It took less time. It took less effort. Took less work. So she talking about,
Anthony, I need you to show your work, Anthony, please. Please show your work, Anthony, right here. Right here. I need to see how you got that. How you got that.
why does it matter how I got it if you can see that I have the ability to get it? Hmm? 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 It's not making sense, Miss Caldwell. Yeah. Yeah. I remember your name. I remember your name. I don't remember what grade, but I remember your name. Miss Caldwell. You, ma'am. And other teachers like you? I'm not going to say anything that could come back to haunt me. So, Miss Caldwell, I will not be showing my work. Anyway, she made me show my work. And the way I got there did not make sense to anyone but me. I'm talking about, since I had to show my work, that there is a whole graph of just the multiplication chart in like the 20s just because she wanted me to show my work. I'm talking about, okay, so if 20 times 6 is however, oh my god, that's embarrassing, bro. Not gonna lie. Okay, so if 20 times 6 is 800, or however much it is. If 20 times 6. Bro, I can't believe I just said that. Digital footprint is a oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways, I'd be like, so if 20 times 6 is okay, so here's how I break it down. If I needed to find the answer for 20 times 6, I would have been like, well, I know 20 times 3 is 20 times 3 is 90. Oh my god, no. I know 20 times 3 is 60. My bad. I know 20 times 3 is 60. So 20 times 6 must be 120. And I would have put just about that whole thing down. Plus like 20 times 12 and 20 times this, that, and the third. Just because they wanted me to show my work. Like, really. Think about it. You should be teaching these kids how to do it in their head. Or at least be trying to. You should be teaching them on how to get so good at it. What? Okay. So you should be teaching them to get so good at it to the point where they can just do it in their head like that. Because in the real world, you're not gonna have that much time to do the math in your head in a freaking grocery store line or something above those or something along those lines. While someone is waiting behind you and the cashier is looking at you like this. It benefits me more in the long run to be doing it fluently in my head like I was. But they wanted me to show my work. You know how far back that actually sets us? Like, I don't think y'all realize that, how non-beneficial showing your work is. Teaching them how to do it in their head properly is a lot better than making them show their work. You should be handing out sheets of paper to where students have to do it in their head and they can't show their work. You should also teach them how to. If you teach them how to do the equation, they can probably figure out how to do it without showing their work. Teach them how to put only the answer. It makes you utilize your brain more. I was just talking about Einstein. Let me shut up.
99% chance this one was just made up to make glue eaters feel better about themselves. Well, congratulations, Dimitri. Looks like you failed pre-algebra for the third time. Afraid you still can't graduate. Well, hey, that means I'm still on par with famous smart science man, so, yeah, worship me. So it just goes to show that we've all got a lot to learn about the world around us. That's why you need to go to Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with over 20,000 classes in technology, design.
Bro spent the entire end of his video adding, just straight ad. Don't you just love when they do that? Like, that wasn't even sarcasm. Don't you just love when the ad is at the end of the video rather than the middle? You can just click off, no problem. Like, that is like genuinely one of the best things ever. There was no sarcasm in that statement whatsoever. Anyway, my black friend wants me to hop on Fortnite. So I guess I'll be doing that. My room smells like straight Pizza Hut, not gonna lie. It smells like I've been working at Pizza Hut for like 15 years. But like, my house is under a Pizza Hut or something, that's what never later than never, nigga. Change the name of the stream. Oh, I can't change the name of the stream while it's on the stream. Okay, let me just go off stream on YouTube then.